it's Lisa here from Lisa Marie Wellbeing. I've had a question from a lady whose working routine has changed recently and her working environment has changed, and she's noticed that she's suffering more with her upper back posture more than normal. Being as I've had quite a few comments about this recently, I thought I'd film a quick video with an exercise and a few stretches that you can do that can really help with your upper back and your posture if you're in a similar position. The first exercise I'm going to show you is a basic back extension exercise, and this exercise counters the effect of all of the forward flexion that we do when we are sitting at our desks and our shoulders are rolled forwards, our neck is forwards and our head, and back extension exercises are used to counter that effect, so it's the opposite direction that we're moving. And back extension exercises are also great for strengthening the spinal extensors in our spine. The spinal extensors are muscles in our spine. So I will just do a demo. So you're going to be lying on your front. Your arms are going to be by your side with your palms to the side of your thighs. Your legs are together and your toes are slightly softly pointed, and your head, your forehead, is on the ground. So before you start, just make sure that you engage your core lightly so that you're using your core muscles to protect your lower back and your spine. So you're going to breathe in to prepare and lengthen, and then as you breathe out, brush your nose along the floor and start to lift your head and chest slightly off the floor. And then as you're coming down, you're breathing in again. So breathing out to come up and in to go down. And you can perform around 10 of those lifts together, but obviously if you're starting to feel any pain in your lower back, just make sure that you have a rest in between, or you do less reps and you build up to it. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a stretch and an exercise to do that is really good for your posture and mobilising your spine when you're sitting at a desk a lot. First of all, I would highly recommend watching, if you haven't already watched, my #1 top tip for desk workers, which is on my YouTube channel, which is all about taking regular breaks. I feel like this is one of the most important things that we can do before we even start to look at stretches and strengthening exercises. So if you haven't seen that, go and check that out. One stretch that we can do throughout our day, which we can do standing up, I'm just going to show you kneeling, is simply opening our arms out to really open out your chest area. So you can do this at lots of different angles, but just really feeling your chest opening out. And you can do this whilst you're waiting for the kettle to boil, or whilst you're looking out of the window taking a break. The last exercise I'm going to show you is one of my favourite Pilates exercises, which is I feel is beneficial probably for most people, if not everybody, and it's called bow and arrow. And I'm going to show you the seated version of this, but there is also a lying down version as well. Now, in order to make sure that you sit up straight in this exercise, either sit on a block if you've got a Pilates or a yoga block, or if you haven't got a block, you can use a cushion or two, or even a rolled up towel. So you're going to sit on your block, cushion or towel, and you're going to have your feet bent, your legs bent, your feet flat on the floor, and your inner thighs are connected. Before you start, just make sure that you're sitting up nice and straight, equal amount of weight on both sit bones, and your spine is long. And you're going to put your arms out in front of you, palms facing down, shoulder width apart, and maybe just a little bit lower than shoulder height. So you're going to breathe in to prepare and to lengthen your spine and your neck. And as you breathe out, you're going to draw your right hand in towards your chest. And as you're doing this, you're also going to be rotating your upper spine around to look behind you. You're going to then lengthen your arm out to increase the stretch a little bit further, and then slowly return back to the start and do this on the other side. So breathing in to prepare, breathing out to bend your arm and to rotate and look behind you at the same time. Breathing in to straighten your arm and increase that stretch a little bit more. And then breathing out to come back to the start again. And the most important thing with this exercise is making sure that your pelvis is still, your thighs are kept facing forward. So we're purely rotating at the upper and middle spine. Our pelvis and our thighs aren't twisting around and moving. And I'd recommend around 5 repetitions on each side. And if you do this 4 or 5 times a week, it will really help with your posture and tightness in your spine. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. Okay, so I hope those exercises and stretches help you. If you could please like this video, whether you see it on Facebook or YouTube, and also if you have any colleagues or friends or family that could benefit from these exercises and stretches, then it would be fantastic if you could share the video to your friends, family or colleagues so that they can also benefit. If you've got any questions, then please don't hesitate to contact me.